where
It's recording.
Oh well. Welcome back to Dorn Drifters, my little drifters. We've had to take a little detour. We were on the I-95 north, headed toward Prescott, New Hampshire. At an 11 to 15 minute delay, which really came out calculated for us on our GPS, about a 45-minute delay overall. Of probably, I'll probably say a 10-mile stretch, 8 to 10 mile stretch. So we pulled off the side of the road about a mile before that and topped off with some fuel. I looked at GPS and rerouted us and jumped on the secondary road here. Number, I believe it's 20.
While he's looking at that, I will tell y'all, he don't have the paperwork in his hand since he's driving, but it's Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Prescott Park. All right, screen.
Oh, well, I put in Prescott's Park.
Yeah.
So are we going the right place?
Yeah, Prescott Park, but it's in Portland, or Portsmouth, sorry, New Hampshire. So.
Oh, good deal. Now that we've got the correctness out of the way, we can get on to more important business. So
got our little mascot here.
yeah, little mascot. Well. Go back.
Hey.
Yeah. Anyways,
hey.
it's
Don't like traffic.
So we had to take a detour.
Detour.
You're gonna have to do this sometimes when you're traveling.
A lot.
Not all of your best laid plans actually get executed like you think they're supposed to. And you got to keep your anxiety down, got to keep a cool head, and you got to roll with the punches. So, but we're on our way there. Looks like we'll arrive roughly probably around 6:15 p.m. not a.m. 6:15 p.m. But the main thing is arriving safe, and then we'll see where we get into there at the park for an hour or two. It'll be sunny till probably about 8 o'clock, but we'll see what that entails.
So, I do roll with the punches, but I also roll my eyes a lot in the process. Right?
All right, stay tuned. Let's drift along.
Dorn and Drifters, subscribe and drift along. Welcome back, Drifters. So, we are on a road trip and we are capturing a lot of great footage, and all of that will be posted in separate videos. So, I hope y'all look those up and find them. It should be well worth your time. But I had something that I wanted to just hop on here and talk to you about. So we were on a hike in Rhode Island, and this was just a couple hours earlier, and I met a couple and we were conversing back and forth, and I told them that we were out capturing content footage for YouTube. So my husband had climbed down, and that video is actually already on YouTube if you want to go watch that. He climbed down some rocks to capture some footage that you couldn't get from the actual path, okay?
Rocks, it was cliffs.
Yeah. So it opened up a door. I'm talking to these people. He's driving crazy. No, he's not. And so I explained that he was down there getting content footage for our YouTube, and it opened the door for me to talk to them. She said, "Oh, well, what is your YouTube channel about?" So I began explaining that we are full-time RVers. I've got to change my battery soon. Okay, so we're full-time RVers, and we like to do ATV riding. We go on a lot of adventures, and this has been going on for several years now. And finally, we got the bright idea that we're throwing it on TikTok and YouTube. So she asked me, "Where is your RV parked now?" At home. Our RV is at home. Not home in Arkansas, but home where we're temporarily residing in Virginia, okay? So that leads me to why. How come we are full-time RVers, but yet we left our RV at home? So for this particular trip, we made that decision because, number one, we are covering a lot of grounds in just a few days. So the entire trip should be about 6 days, 7 if we have to. And in that time, we are covering several states. Also, in each state, you're going to be dealing with the traffic in big cities. We've ran into very low bridges that we couldn't pass under, busy, congested areas. And on top of that, our RV is right at 43 foot. It's 42 and a half foot. And so sometimes it can be a challenge just trying to find an RV park that will accept a trailer that big.
Say that again.
Sometimes it's hard to find an RV park that will accept a trailer that big.
Accept or accept? I love it.
Well, ACCEPT, I can spell it whether I can say it or not. Are we done making fun of me?
Not by a long shot.
Accept.
The fact that you should still continue.
Okay, so listen, I'm on a detour right now, but we had been together for a long time, and I took this little job where I was instructing people, and I was going through talking, and Robert corrected me one day, not in front of people, but he corrected me one day, and my whole life, the word prior, Prior, my entire life I have said prior. Like prior to me going to the store. That's a Canadian term. I've said it my whole life. And so when he corrected me, I was like, no, I'm not wrong. And he's like, yes, you are. I started calling. We were in New Mexico at the time. I started calling all my friends and family, and I would say, Prior. How do you say it? They would say prior.
Like Richard Pryor.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I found out that was another word that I say wrong, but guess what? I don't care. I really don't care.
You shouldn't feel bad. We got a guy at work. He's Canadian. He says, prior. And they said, no, it's prior. So they corrected him at work too.
So I'm an Arkansas Canadian. All right.
Back to the story.
But anyway, so yeah, I say words wrong, okay? I don't care.
It's cute.
He made me forget my story.
Yeah, you get flustered.
BRB. Okay, oh, that car. I wish you could see what I see. That car just cut us off. And I mean, like, really close. Thank goodness we're going slow.
So, back to prior, what you were talking to.
Prior to him interrupting me. No, so seriously, we're talking about our RV and how come sometimes we don't travel with it. So another reason is because we live in it full time. So sometimes, yeah, abrupt stop. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like a vacation when I have to take my home. There's a lot of work involved, so you have to like pack things up and secure them. Now I do have videos that show how I have secured a lot of things so that I don't have to move those things, but then
prior to this
there are I'm gonna knock you out. Is abuse allowed on YouTube?
You just accept it.
Asking for a friend. My goodness, Robert. I'm about to call your government name. So, yeah, just hold on a minute. Okay, so now y'all know why I make most of my videos while he's at work. He's a distraction. So yes, I actually do have a video that shows how I've secured a lot of things, but you're clear my way. Even though a lot of those things are secured, there's a lot of things that you have to move. And then when you get where you're going, you have to move them again, and it can be a chore. So if we were going and we were going to stay somewhere for like a week, absolutely take the RV. But that's not the case. So this trip, we're driving and then we stop somewhere in a hotel and then we drive as far as we can again, stop in a hotel. That would be a lot of set up, take down, set up, take down, set up, take down.
Well,
and
I was thinking about it.
It would slow us down. We have gotten into a lot of situations where I can't talk now. Thank you, Robert. Our RV would not fit. What other reasons can you think of, Robert Dobbert?
Well, you gotta look at where you driving through, where you driving to. A lot of tail swing in that 42.5-foot, 43-foot camper. A lot of places you can't get in, can't get out of. A lot of extra chances you're taking on having somebody hit your camper just for a short trip where you're skipping and hopping around on the daily. Minus taking down and putting back up.
So I could probably name at least 5 situations right now just on this trip where it would have been an issue just on the roads, from narrow roads to the heavy traffic, which we could have done the heavy traffic, but there was a lot of bridges that we could not have went under.
Some of the bridges were 9 foot 10 inches, 9 foot 11.
Yeah, so those were arched bridge, and if you were on the inside lane, it was a little higher. It was like 11, but how tall is ours?
Ours is 13 foot 6.
Yeah, so we would have been missing half of our roof at that point. Speedball. I'm his little helper. He is so lucky to have me. But then there's things like parking. We're doing side adventures. So like at the walking trail that we just finished up, we had to parallel park, and that was the only parking option. Now, there was another parking lot down the road, which would have just been a further walk. But even there, I'm not sure if the RV would have fit or not. So just a lot of things to think about. But moving forward, as you watch our content, yes, we are full-time RVers, but that doesn't mean we always travel with it. So there's actually a lot of trips that you'll see where we choose to leave it at home.
Well, what she's calling home is currently where my job is located.
Right.
Which could be anywhere in the United States.
Yeah. So currently it's Virginia, but home is where I park it.
I have 2
It
homes.
always is. So if we say home, you never know if we mean where we're currently parked, Arkansas because it's our home state, or New Mexico because we have property in New Mexico as well, and eventually we want that to be our home state. So you never know what you're getting when it flies out of this mouth, and that's just the honest truth. But at least it's clean. Okay, so this portion of this video is meant for information purposes only. I'm a little worried that when I talk about it, it might sound like I'm complaining or whining or throwing my husband under a bus. That's not my intentions at all. And so I don't want anything to be misconstrued, and I want to clear that out of the way before I begin. So, well over an hour ago, we were on the interstate, and it said that there was an accident ahead. And so it was going to be, I think it said a 36-minute delay, which, as we all know, could be accurate, could not. And I needed to stop off and use the restroom anyways. We needed to fuel. So when we did that, Robert decided he was going to look for a reroute. And so we found one. And so we went to Somerset, which took us around. And when we did that, it was like stop and go, one-way streets, lots of pedestrians, narrow streets. It was a slow go. And so we just got out of all of that mess and we jumped back on. We're on I-93 now. And it looks like we're in rush hour traffic. So when we had did the reroute, like I said, that was over an hour ago. We were less than 2 hours away from our destination had traffic been flowing accurately. Now that we're back on I-93, which is not the same road we were on before, but now we're still over an hour. It's like an hour and 7 minutes away from our destination. So we really don't know at this point if this was a good move or a bad move for us. But I feel like it's something worth bringing up. Like when you're going to reroute things like that, like it can always go either or way. It really can. We've had a lot of situations where it's been a good thing, and then we've had a lot of those, yeah, we probably shouldn't have done that moments. But it always gives us a chance to see like different scenery and different things like that. So it's like we never count it for loss. It is what it is. But I figured it would be worth getting on here and just kind of chit-chatting about. Not really sure where we are at the moment, but we're coming up on some water.
Hang time, I'll tell you. Hang time.
Trying to see if it's...
Entering Stoneham County.
It is a county.
That's a county on there, Stoneham.
Yeah.
Melrose is the name of the town, half mile.
Okay. But some states actually have the word county, and so that's what I'm legitimately asking, does that mean we're in a new county?
Yeah.
So I don't know what this ambulance is doing up there, if there was a wreck or something.
Oh, he's just going along for a ride.
Just riding.
Testing out the new wheels he had on. Like brand new tires. So like a brand new ambulance. He's just breaking in the motor.
I was trying to see if it was like in service.
Well, it ain't out of service.
Well, it had a big red light on it, okay? And now that I think it through, it was probably a brake light, but
Could be.
I guess it's a little lake. So, anyways, that's enough of our little chit chat. Hey guys, trying to block a little bit of the sun out of my face, but I don't think it's working. So it is 7:15 p.m. Let me try to adjust this. I don't know. We're just gonna roll with it, okay? I guess lighting is good, but not when it's from here down. It's 7:15 and we are sitting in the parking lot of our hotel for the night. We just arrived in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. It is right on the state line of Maine. So we actually crossed into Maine for just a second. Robert saw another bridge and he had to drive across it. And as soon as we get to the other side, it said, "Welcome to Maine." And then we had to turn around and come back. All of that took maybe 10 minutes, probably less. So we are right on the border. Maine is our main goal. We're going to go to Prescott. Yeah, so they're at Prescott Park. And then see if there's a few other things to catch before the sun goes down on us. And then we're going to have a little date night. This entire trip we have been go, go, go. So we have ate fast food and convenience store food this entire trip. That is typical for us. And then so tonight we're going to sit down, have a nice dinner. So we're dropping Piper off. She's going to be okay in the room for just a little bit. She is exhausted. We're going to go just have a little bit of time to ourselves. We'll see what we get into. So you guys stay tuned. All right, y'all. We just got to Prescott Park. It was interesting trying to find parking. We were going to leave Piper in the room, but she threw a fit. So now she's in the car and the car is running. She feels safe there. So we just found this here. It says, "Welcome to Four Tree Island. No dogs allowed, no alcohol allowed. Carry in, carry out trash September through May." So this is right next to Prescott Park, and we're going to take a little walk down here and see what it's all about. That's so pretty. Sometimes you just really have to stop and take it all in. That is Robert right there, walking out to capture the perfect moment. Not sure what that was all about. If anybody's watching and knows, please let me know. I'm sure y'all could hear that, but if not, it was like a, I don't know, a neat horn musical sound. There's a guy over there sitting up. It looks like he's about to play some music. That would be so fun to sit here and enjoy for a minute, but we have not even made it to actually the Prescott Park. So there's some picnic tables here. That little thing has restrooms. Lights are on in there, so I assume it's unlocked, but I haven't checked. There's my little goosey friends. There's some ducks down there by the water.
Some mer ducks.
I see them ducks. Come here, ducks. Come here, little ducky ducky. Okay, so the only parking we could find is a few blocks away from Prescott Park. I'm not saying that there's not any parking. I'm just saying that we didn't try very hard to find it. So we're walking over this bridge, and Prescott Park is on the other side over there. I am hustling because obviously we are losing daylight. Robert keeps stopping to take his pictures. Okay, we are entering part of Prescott. It says no dogs in the park. I've saw several dogs in the park, but here we are. So let's go walk along the water. Okay, so now we are directly on the other side of the water that I was just showing you guys. Yeah, quickly losing daylight. There's fire sculptures all over the park. It's like we're in a very small portion of the park. We looked on the maps online and there's supposed to be a lot to offer here, but I'm not sure if we are spinning around. I'm not sure if we are in the wrong location, if it's like one of those things that is kind of scattered throughout different areas. I'm not really sure. We did not do our homework before coming because, as I mentioned, we are winging this trip. This is not one of our main events. This is just a pit stop. So we're sleeping here, not in the park in a hotel, don't worry. And tomorrow morning we will be in Maine. Yay! So here's something cool. I don't even want to try to butcher that name right there because Robert already makes fun of me enough. So it says, come sail with us. Tickets at www.gundalow, that's GUNDALOW.org. This is the kind of thing that we would definitely pay to go on had we had known it was an option and if we had more time. Not sure the story behind these. This one says Gwendolyn Claire Cassidy, April 25, 1988 to January 1st, 2012. It's got like a checkerboard or chessboard on it, and then they're scattered throughout the park if y'all can see that. It's getting very dark. It's not too dark to walk, but it might be too dark to film. Okay, over here we have a little stage. We've heard singing coming from here.
Hey folks, please head to your places for the very end of The Prince is Giving a Ball. We're going to run through Marie's entrance, through her little The Prince is Giving the Ball. We are going to do the transitions, and then we're going to jump ahead a bit. Great. Bree, could you take it from the very end, The Prince is Giving a Ball?
I'm guessing that we walked in on a rehearsal.
Lily, do you want to help me put that? Me, perfect!
Are we all please? I would like to have these.
From the very end, right before the button.
Yeah, I was just asking if there was something.
We're ready.
The Prince is giving a ball.
Oh, they're all at fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-dee-faddle-dee-faddle. All the wishes in the world are poppycock and waddle. The prince is giving a ball.
Oh, sorry.
When you finish tightening delicate Charlotte's
Hold, please.
My bad. I just ran into the door.
That one a lot quicker than I expected. For me.
Well, that was interesting, but we gotta keep moving, guys. It's getting dark, dark, dark. I lost my husband in the park. People are looking at me, talking to myself, but that's okay. I don't mind. So, I'm just going to be completely honest here. I am not seeing what is so special about this park. Now, when I look online, I see tons of flower decorated, excuse me, there's a bug that keeps getting in my hair. Tons of decorated places and whatnot, and I am not finding those. So, I don't know. I'll tune back in if we find them, but there is something up here that I want to show you guys. Okay, so there's our big bridge. I believe I read that this is supposed to be lit up at night, so maybe the lights will come on soon, but I could be wrong.
It's so
But here's what I wanted to show you. So along this fence, lovers come out here and they lock in their love. I did tell Robert that we should come and get along or get along here, but we did not have time. But there's some really neat ones. There's another one just like it right there.
What's that?
Baby, we locked in our love long time ago.
Yeah.
How fun would it be if somebody was randomly watching our YouTube channel and was like, hey, that's my lock? It could happen. A girl could dream. All right. Oh, bad angle. Here we are with some more. So these just keep going and going and going. So right here, there's several ones that are unique but identical. There's like a little gift shop thing over there, but it looks like it might be closed. I didn't check. See, there's several of these. It makes me wonder if they sell them over there.
Because I was getting that.
There's another one, and they just keep going and going and going.
And so
Yeah, now we're on a walk-in here. There's been a couple of these. I hope the lighting is decent. I know y'all can see the backlights there from all of that. You can hear them rehearsing over there. There's a family either just coming in or just leaving out for a boat trip. All in the rain. Okay, I'm at the end of the pier now. So this is indeed the bridge that I read about on the internet. It says that you can watch it go up and down. And at some point it is supposed to be lit up very pretty. I don't know what's going on with that. But I thought this was interesting. It says from here you can see the tide turn like a door on its hinges. We're just going out. Do you want anything from the ocean? Robert Dunn. This poem by the 1999 to 2001 poet, whatever that name is, of Portsmouth is brought to you by the Portsmouth poet that name again, program, and by the city of Portsmouth. And there goes the happy family. Bon voyage.